Two rugby clubs, both alike in dignity, in fair Stratford where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge break to new infamy, where civil dirt makes civil hands unclean. From forth the girded loins of these two foes, a pair of once matched teams battle for life, whose misadventured piteous overthrows do with their loss bury their supporters' strife. Now who would have thought that I could bring a bit of culture to Toyota grassroots rugby? And who better to bring culture than the bard of Stratford himself, William Shakespeare. And it's in Stratford today that we're bringing the 125th Jubilee celebrations and the game between Stratford and Inglewood. So let's go and take a look around. Of course, as we go to air, we're approaching Anzac Day, time when we recognise those New Zealand and Australian forces who fell during the World Wars to represent our countries. And behind me are the Malone Gates. These gates were erected to recognise those who fell at Chunut Bear. So we think especially of those people at this time. Right, I'm here with Mike O'Neill, the president of the Stratford Rugby Club. Well, Mike, welcome.
Thank you, Morris, and welcome to you as well.
Thank you. And how many years have you been involved with the Stratford Rugby Club?
It would be nearly 41 years, I guess, now, Morris. I left school in 1972 and played my first game in 73, and I've been here ever since, except for a couple of years. I went away farming, and but other than that, yeah, I've been here, yeah, all those years.
So that's about a third of the celebration period anyway, the 125th Jubilee, so it's quite an achievement, isn't it?
It is, Morris, yep, it is. It's a lot of history.
So tell me, how many people have you got here for the celebrations?
I believe the total registrations now total just a tad over 600.
That's put Stratford's population up by a little bit this weekend.
It certainly has, Morris, yes.
Yeah, we've certainly run into a few of them in town now. Tell me, a few All Blacks back for it?
Yes, former All Blacks. We've got, Peter Burke was here last night, a former All Black, and we've also got Jason Eaton, an All Black from not too far long ago, and he's going to be putting his boots on for the Stratford A team today. Yeah,
we're certainly looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah.
And any other special things going on for the celebrations over the weekend?
Yes, we've got we had a get together last night in the gym, which was very well attended by a lot of our former players and supporters. Tonight there is a cabaret in the War Memorial Hall, and then tomorrow we've got a parade through town with a laying of the wreath at the memorial gates, and then we've got old timers games and decade photos.
Oh, excellent.
This is all happening tomorrow, and then tomorrow night we've got an official dinner up at the War Memorial Hall.
Okay, well, all the best with your celebrations then. Thank
you, Morris. I'm sure it's going to be a huge success, and it already is. Thank you.
Right, I'm here now with, well, it's a face that's very familiar to all of New Zealand. In fact, probably
even
not
you
so
can't
much.
See it.
Yeah, well, you used to be able to see a whole lot less than that.
Yeah, once upon a time I was young. Probably when I first turned up to Stratford.
Of course, those of you that don't know, well, I don't think there's many out there in the rugby world. This is Jason Eaton, ex-All Black. But now you're spending a bit of time in Japan, is it?
I've just finished up a 7-month contract with NTT Communication in Japan, and back in New Zealand now, and looking for a job, and I'll see what's on the horizon. So in the spare time, I've always been a Stratford man and turn up for the Jubilee.
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic, especially to have you turning out for the side now and when they need you the most as well, which is great.
Oh, it's great. Hopefully we can get the performance today.
So tell me, Japan, did you have the beard over there as well?
No, so interestingly enough, before I went over, I heard the beard was sort of not friendly over there in Japan, so I spent the whole year shaving, and then got over there, and so I shaved pretty much every second day, and kept it up for the whole year, and since I've been back, I've let it go.
Okay, well look, all the best for today's game, and it's great to have you back here, and who knows, Naki colours, man?
Well, we'll see. Watch the space.
Excellent. Right, I'm here now with Les Bailey, one of the oldest supporters of the rugby club, and you've been coming here how many years, Les?
Well, over 80. My father used to bring my brother and I to see the senior games down here.
So you played for the club as well?
Oh yes, when I left school. I played all my rugby for the Stratford club.
So what sort of level did you get to?
Senior.
Okay.
I just turned 20 when I first played for the seniors, and then I was 26 when I knocked off. Got married and...
Oh, she made you stop
when
playing? She made you stop playing?
No. I went share milking then. I thought there's things to look after.
So you still come down and watch the team every week?
Oh yes, all the time. I coached for a very long time. I wouldn't, all grades. I had 1 year coaching the seniors, not successful. Don Carlson, I think he won it 6 or 7 years, and then I took over after him, and we missed. And then Don took over again, and they won. So,
You must have been too much of a nice guy. You must have been too much of a nice guy.
Oh, I don't know. Not good enough.
So you enjoying this? You enjoying the celebrations? You enjoying the celebrations?
Oh yes, as much as someone 88 can.
Well, you're going to get out there and dancing tonight, though, I hope. Out there dancing tonight?
I wouldn't be much of a dancer, I don't think. My wife's a dancer, but not me.
Okay, well, look, thanks very much for your time, and do you have fun this weekend?
Oh, I do, and I'm always been interested in rugby. And I was president of the Taranaki Rugby Union in their centenary year, so I've had a bit of everything.
Well done. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right, I'm joined now by the most successful coach, not just at Stratford, but I believe in Taranaki as well, with how many championships, Don?
7.
Yeah, not in a row, mate.
No, but 6 of them were.
And then poor old Les took over, and then what happened?
Got another one.
Yeah, exactly. How did you do that to him? You know, were you a bit tougher on them?
Well, I wasn't easy, I must say that. Well, so they all told me. Yeah.
So what was it like coaching back in those days?
Well, I had a lot of country boys, and I decided that we would concentrate on one training night each week, because and had everyone there. Otherwise, you've got 10 coming one night and 10 other guys out the back. You can't expect them to come 50 mile in and for sport without business and playing.
Because that was certainly what grassroots was like in those days, wasn't it?
Yeah,
They were well spread.
Yeah, they were spread. Yeah, they came from Makahu and Toko and Douglas.
So what was it? There would have been a fair few more teams too in the Taranaki competition in those days.
Yeah. It was 14 and 15 teams in those days. Yeah, I used to play for Eltham originally, you see.
Oh yeah. So any special memories from those times apart from your championships?
Just the friendships that we made out of them. You know, lifelong friendships for some of those guys still stand.
And I gather you're catching up with a lot of them this weekend then?
Yeah, a lot of them, yeah. Well, those that are still here.
So are you still living here or?
No, I live in Hara now. Well, most of my coaching was done from Hara.
You moved all the way to Hara?
Well, I started at Hewinga, which is out of Toko. And the first year I was coaching, and then that year I shifted farming-wise to down the Fraser Road, just the other side of between Eltham and Hara. And that's where then they talked me into coming back, and I travelled, and I did it all from there.
Yeah. Well, it's great to see you here, and just have a good weekend.
Yep, I'll have that. Yeah, thank you.
Right, I'm joined now by the Stratford coach, Brendan Harmey. Well, Harms, how is it coaching these years, mate?
Yeah, I've only just really started, so I'm still learning the ropes of the coaching. But so far it's been enjoyable. This year offers a whole lot of different challenges, I think, compared to last year. So I'm developing as a coach.
Yeah, well, certainly watching from the sideline too. You guys, you halfbacks are sort of known for you giving referees advice. Do you still give them advice from the sideline?
No, the ref's always right. I never argue with the referee. Never did when I was playing either. So try not to take it into coaching.
I told Harms he was going to tell me lies when I spoke to him anyway. So anyway, going on to your team today against England, there's big celebrations here today. Is that going to G your team up a little bit more, do you think?
Well, obviously the occasion is huge for the club and the district, so the players are well aware what the Jubilee is all about. But for us personally, it's more about improving week to week. So last week we improved on things we needed to after the old boys' performance, and then we've got certain things that we want to achieve out of this game as well. So as far as the preparation goes, there's a hype of excitement, but at the same time we're pretty goal focused on what we need to do today for us to improve.
Now, pitch is going to be a little bit greasy out there with the rain we've had. Is that going to affect your style of play?
I wouldn't say it would. I mean, obviously, you back your own skills to play in any condition. It's actually not too bad out there. I was watching a development game and she's a little bit greasy underfoot, so we'll see how the day develops. If it gets worse, then obviously yes, it will.
Okay, well, thanks very much and all the best for today and the rest of your season.
Cheers. Can I just give a big shout out to the Fat Boys as well? They're here for the 125th, so thank you.